checks would still be going out for the low income. Also, an announcement today out of the administration that should be good for the low income. And an index that was established many decades ago is once again resurfacing, and I'll tell you exactly what it means right here in this video. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's jump into it right away. But really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video, as I am your one and only daily advocate, as I'm watching everything very closely each and every day as things are changing very, very rapidly. I'm doing all the research so that you don't need to, and I boil it down into these short videos so that you can get the latest details hot off the wire as this information is being released. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's jump right into the update. All right, there's a lot to talk about, so let's jump through these one at a time here. I first want to start out by talking about this new announcement that just came out of the administration a short time ago, a little bit earlier today. Now, this is in regards to medical debt. Now, here's the deal. I know that a lot of you in this community have medical debt. Now, obviously, not everybody, but I do know that this does impact a lot of people, and realistically, medical debt is tough, right? Let's be honest. There's a lot of people out there that have medical debt, and if you have it, a lot of times it is a lot of money, and it is really hard to get ahead of it, right? Well, here's the deal. The administration came out a short time ago earlier today, and they're talking about ways that they can eliminate medical debt for the low income. Amazing stuff, right? Well, here's the deal. Not only is medical debt really tough to get ahead of and actually pay down, but at the same time, it also shows up on credit reports, which again is unfair, because here's the deal. There's a lot of people out there, and a lot of us have medical situations at some point. Well, at the same time, some of us may not have insurance coverages or things like this. Therefore, we rack up a lot of medical debt. Well, it's kind of unfair for this to be showing up on our credit reports, as somebody may pull our credit and see, oh, wow, you have a bunch of medical debt. Well, as a result, that's being held against us. Not fair, right? So the administration is working on number one, eliminating medical debt, and also helping those low-income individuals who are eligible to get onto affordable healthcare plans to make sure that everybody stays covered, and so that you don't have one of these episodes where maybe we fall into a situation where once again we're racking up a bunch more medical debt. In fact, according to the statistics, 1 in 3 Americans out there right now has a lot of medical debt, as in like outstanding medical debt balances. That's a lot, right? So 1 in 3 people. In fact, we also found this in the same statistics. Since June of 2021, us, the United States Americans, right now, we have racked up $88 billion of medical debt on our consumer reports. In other words, like credit cards. That is not a good place to hold our our medical debt. But unfortunately, a lot of times that is the place that we actually have to hold it, right? So again, they're working on ways that they can actually get medical debt removed from credit reports, as well as helping people eliminate this medical debt. So pretty cool stuff. Also, there's a provision in there for those of you who are VA beneficiaries. There may be some provisions in there where they can actually help you eliminate your medical debt as well. So some pretty cool stuff. As we do get more information, of course, I'll be right back here for you, laying it all out, but this was just announced a short time ago earlier today. So I'll keep you posted on that as we do get more information. Also, one other report that I just came across right before recording this video, I want to throw this out there because I like to share these types of reports with you. According to this new report, 2/3, so 2 out of every 3 people out there right now are cutting back significantly on their spending because of, yeah, you called it, all of this massive inflation, right? So as a result of that, there's not enough money going around. Well, let me take that back for a second. There's certainly enough money out in the world, like there's a ton of money in circulation, more money than we could ever possibly think of. But the fact is, money is coming to us, and then because of these rapidly rising prices, it's going out the door even faster than it usually was. So therefore, a lot of people are cutting back on their spending in a significant way, according to this report. 2 out of every 3 people. That's good. And honestly, the economy is going to feel it. Let's be real. If there's that many people that are cutting back on spending in a significant way, oh yeah, the economy is going to feel it in a big way here. It might take a few months for all of it to catch up, but you better believe it. The economy is going to feel all of this, and it is going to slow down in a big way. But That's kind of one of the results of all of this inflation and everything going on out there. People are struggling, and we got to figure out, what are we going to do with our money? Are we going to go out and, buy groceries, or what are we going to do with it, right? So it's a very tough decision that all of us need to make on a regular basis. Anyway, let me quickly talk about this index that's been actually established many, many decades ago. In fact, it was about 50 years ago that this index was actually established by a prominent economist at the time, and it's popping up once again here, and I want to talk you through the details because it's actually a little bit interesting. It's called the Misery Index. Sounds good, right? Well, no, not exactly. Let me talk you through the details on this. So the Misery Index is simply established when the unemployment rate and the inflation rate combine together, so added up together, combine over double digits, so 10% or more. Well, as of right now, the unemployment rate is about 3.5%. It's actually 3.6%. And the inflation rate right now, as of today, by the way, the new report will be out in the morning, is 7.9%. Well, that's putting us at about 11.5%. As of right now. Now, tomorrow, that's going to be changing in a big, big way. So, of course, I'll keep you posted on that, but basically what this Misery Index says is that anytime that these two numbers added together equal over double digits, so 10% or more, it is misery for the party in control. And again, this is not a political statement. I'm just walking you through the details of the misery statement, the Misery Index. So the party in control, it's misery for the party in control, and at the same time, it is also misery for the American people and those people who are living through this time right now with all of the massive inflation and everything going on. So I don't know about you, but it kind of seems to fit, right? The Misery Index. I don't know. I came across a quick report on this. I read through it and I thought, oh, isn't that surprising and kind of interesting? So I thought it'd be something fun to kind of share with you right here. And honestly, the name is probably pretty accurate. I think a lot of us right here in the community could probably agree, yeah, misery is probably a pretty good word to describe it, right? So anyway, I'll keep you posted as we get more details on anything else like this going on right now, but just thought it was kind of interesting and wanted to share it with you. Also, let's quickly talk about the checks that would still be going out based on the latest report that was just released. All right, so remember about, maybe 3-4 weeks ago? Probably about 4 weeks ago. Sometimes when I think about timelines, honestly, time goes by so fast. Sometimes time slips away a little bit quicker than I realize. So it was probably 4 weeks ago now. There was a bill, well, let me take that back. It wasn't a bill quite yet. It was a proposal that was introduced by a small handful of Democratic lawmakers and representatives in the House who introduced this bill, the Gas Rebate Act of 2022. As a result of that, they wanted to be sending out monthly checks to the low income on an ongoing monthly basis based on gas prices. Provided gas prices were over $4 a gallon, they were going to continue to send out these checks on an ongoing monthly basis. Well, that was about a month ago, right? Give or take a few days. Let's just say it was about a month ago. Well, here's the deal. As of the latest report, the national average of 1 gallon of gas is still $4.11 after falling from the record high of $4.33 as the national average record, by the way. So we're down 22 cents per gallon from the record national average high. Meanwhile, oil is solidly below $100 a barrel before topping out over $130 a barrel about, again, maybe a month and a half ago or so. But anyway, so here's the deal. As a result of this proposal that was introduced about a month ago, these monthly ongoing checks would still be going out for the low income right here, right now. So I'm not sure about you, but I feel like let's send us some retroactive pay. Here's the deal. These payments should have been going out by now. And according to the latest report right here, right now, as we're approaching the middle of the month already, yes, these payments should still be going out as a result of the latest reading on gas prices. Now, according to some of the experts, the analysts, the economists, people that watch the oil market and the gas market very closely, considering we topped out at $4.33 a gallon about 5 or 6 weeks ago, it's been quite that long already, right? So probably about a month and a half ago is when we topped out at $4.33 as a national average. Here we are about a month and a half later, and we've only shaved off 22 cents per gallon on the national average. You can see here, it's going down really slowly. So as a result of that, and this bill that's out there talking about these ongoing monthly checks for the low income, the Gas Rebate Act of 2022, again, introduced by that small handful of Democratic representatives, these payments would still be going out. So I feel like, hey, pay up. Let's see the money and let's get some retroactive pay, because these should have been going out a long time ago. And realistically, we should have a few of these checks in our pockets already. And realistically, according to what the analysts and the experts are saying, it is likely that these checks would continue going out because gas prices are likely to stay elevated above $4 a gallon for at least several more weeks. And just like they always say, getting into the summer driving season, which again will be kicking off here in about 5 or 6 weeks or so. Technically, Memorial Day is kind of like the unofficial kickoff to summer that kind of kicks off the driving season. It's the first like 3-day week of the year, kind of technically, as they kind of look at it as summer, they kind of say, this is it, the first 3-day weekend of the year, and that kind of kicks off the driving season. Well, here we are, we're approaching that, it's not that far away. So we may go down, we may bottom out a little bit below $4 a gallon, and then what they're anticipating is the summer driving season will kick in Memorial Day weekend, and then there you go, we're off to the races once again, and oil prices likely to spike up higher, therefore bringing gas prices even higher. Now, according to what the research and the reports and everything that I'm reading out there, they're actually still anticipating over $5 per gallon gas this year. So even though it looks like we're going down, yes, we are going down slowly, but they're still anticipating we're still going to see over $5 per gallon gas. So, wow, yeah, a lot of stuff, right? Yeah, a lot of things that we need to watch closely. But anyway, it's pretty encouraging that Congress is working on payments for the low income, albeit very, very slowly, right? So I feel like, hey, if you guys are going to work slow, you still got to pay up, right? Send us some retroactive checks. So get the money going. Seriously, the money's there. Let's get it flowing here. We need some green, right? So anyway, these are the updates that I have for you as of right now. Of course, as I do get more details on any of these things, as well as a variety of other topics that I continue to cover here on a very regular basis right on the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any of these videos going forward, and so you can stay updated with everything going on. As I find this information, I distill it all down into these short videos, and I deliver them to you a few times each and every day. So again, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a nice day so far. Enjoy your day. Subscribe down below, share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other nearly 2,400 videos right here on the channel. Thanks again. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you again later in the